All the power in the world doesn't do you any good if you can't put it to the ground. And with the suspension, the S550 with the IRS in the rear, a lot of the issues in putting power to the ground comes from the subframe. If you get movement from that subframe, you're basically wasting energy and the rear suspension can't do its job. So today we're going to upgrade the rear suspension on this 2020 Mustang GT with an IRS brace kit from BMR. This is BMR's IRS Subframe support brace, and it's going to fit all S550 Mustangs, available in the red finish shown here or a gray hammer tone as well. It's going to come with all necessary hardware for installation, and what it basically does is support the cradle by two different directions. You know, these pieces here are going to go from the front of the cradle to the actual front frame rails, and then two additional pieces to support the rear of the cradle, basically giving you a ton of support and allowing you to put power to the ground. Before we get started, we're going to show you where the pieces actually go. So the rear pieces are going to go up in here. It's going to basically bolt to the mounting bracket for your subframe and then bolt right to the rear cradle. And the other piece is going to go up in here. It's going to connect to the frame on this side, factory location here, and then through the actual subframe back here. So start by loosening this front cradle bolt here. Do not remove it. We're just going to loosen it enough so we get this plate off and let it hang down. Again, do one side at a time. If you do both sides, you're going to get the cradle crooked. You'll have to get an alignment. Just do one side at a time. And remove these two bolts. Right, so this is the bolt that's going to hold this to our actual subframe cradle. So what you want to do is grab the bolt, put a silver washer on. It's going to go up through our brace. And you put one of the large gold washers. That'll be a spacer. The spacer is going to actually go through the subframe. Another washer on top. And then that's the nut. Again, you put this up into place and just get it hand tight for now. Make sure this goes under here. Put it up through into place. And to get the spacer through the subframe, you might have to give it a small tap. And if you are having trouble getting the bolt and spacer through, double check there's actually not a piece of metal in there. I've seen a couple subframes that aren't punched all the way through. Like I said, you want to get all the bolts in and get them loose. This can be tight up here. You have to put something in the holes, just kind of pry it a little bit to get the bolts started. Just get both of these started. We don't want them actually all the way tight yet. Then we're gonna do two up in here. Basically, this piece is gonna go over this and tighten down. This in here though, actually sometimes can sort of get bent a little bit in shipping. So I wanna make sure it's lined up. Pry it a little bit if needed to. Just make sure it lines up with the holes. All right, once all the bolts are started, now you go back, tighten everything down, and then torque this back. We'll start with torquing these four here. These are all gonna go to 40 pound-feet. Now we'll tighten this one down. And then torque these to 80 foot-pound. So last thing to tighten is going to be the factory cradle bolt. These go to 129 foot-pound. Now we can move on to the rears. We'll start by removing the bolt for the rear part of the cradle. Next, remove the two 13mm bolts here, holding up the sway bar. And again with this, one side at a time, don't do both. So this spacer is going to go on top and the factory bolt will go through. You're going to kind of put it up into place, and this goes underneath our sway bar. And then we're just going to start tightening the bolt down just to get it seated. And line up the holes, install the provided hardware. And now we can tighten everything down. Now we can tighten down the cradle bolt. And torque the cradle bolt to 125. And then torque the bolts for the sway bar brackets to 40. Then once you have everything torqued to spec, you repeat the process on the other side for both the front and rear brace. If you're looking to put power to the ground with your S550, this BMR IRS subframe support's probably one of the best ways to do it, because you're not only supporting the front of the subframe, you have additional support at the rear, which should make it nice and stiff, but not at NVH, and really allows us to put the power to the ground. Now this install is a little time consuming. It is a very accurate fit. It's going to be very careful to make sure the bolts are lined up properly. So give yourself about 2 hours or so. Be back on the road in no time.